going on, you guys? So here's the big question. Why work with Tom? Why work with me? Well, I say this with as little ego and pride as I possibly can. And maybe it's more in the, I don't know, maybe I'm insulting myself, actually, in saying this, but it's because I'm a total geek, right? Everything that I learn, everything that I do, it's because I have a genuine passion for it. Like for the past 10, 12 years, I have studied the body top to down, left and right, inside out. Everything from movement and fitness and nutrition, and then really learning how to optimize these things and how to individualize these things and customize these things. Not for you, but for me. That's the whole fun joke about this. I did it because I needed to become the person that I needed back when I was what, depressed, anxious, borderline suicidal, eating disorder, huge, terrible body dysmorphia, total compulsive perfectionistic um, human being. And I just wasn't in a great place. I was totally emaciated. Um, and again, I've shared this in the past, but at my worst, I'm a 6 foot guy. At my worst, I weighed in at around 118, 118 pounds, that is. And I went to all these different specialists, and not a single one could really truly help me because no one was able to really kind of look at the whole person, look at every single facet and dimension of my life, and kind of help me address all of those different dysfunctions because they were coming from so many different places, right? So yeah, of course I had to address the nutrition. Of course I had to, adjust my exercise routine because I was just a compulsive exercise addict, and I was burning out my hormones, my organs were shutting down. There's so much going on, and there was really no one that could just kind of really take the time and look at the big picture and piece it all together. Nor could I find anyone who can necessarily even have these sort of skills and the knowledge and the diversity of knowledge in all those different areas. And that is really what prompted my journey into this field at the end of the day, is because I needed to get better. I needed to heal. I needed to live, right? And it wasn't just about me getting better and healing and living. It was about actually creating the life that I wanted. Everything from, the perfect relationship to the perfect job and the career that I wanted, to having it orient itself around my values, what was important to me and what I prioritize, right? And I gotta tell you, I have people coming to me with very basic, seemingly on surface things. I want to lose weight. I want to do, uh, I want to train for X, Y, and Z, and I want to, I need help with my nutrition. I need help with my diet. I'm looking to make some changes. They're coming with me with relationship issues. I have people who come and have had chronic, long-standing health complications, and not recognizing, for example, that at the root of that was a lot of inflammation, and even at the root of that was a lot of emotional trauma and stress that needed to get adjusted, that needed to be addressed, and needed to be balanced out. So it's my diversity of skills, for one. That's huge because I needed that when I was there. And I know a lot of people do too, because unfortunately it's hard. It's hard to really take the time and specialize and study and learn so many different things. And I've studied the body, I've studied the mind. Spent the past 5, 6, 7 years really diving deep into understanding the mind and how that operates and ways to navigate and regulate our emotional states. How to address sleep, how to address all these other different dimensions of our lives. And we're all human, so this pertains to all of us. And all of us, of course, need to address certain things more than others. But at the same time, we do need to make sure that we're living whole, well-rounded, balanced lives. And that means addressing all of those different dimensions of ourselves. So everything from individualizing, our day-to-day, from the food that we eat and the kind of exercises that we do that are appropriate for our needs and our goals, to, then having the correct practices, having the correct, I don't want to say correct, but just having the optimal, most appropriate practices and tools and the knowledge, you yourself, the knowledge, to learn how to navigate life, to learn how to navigate your day-to-day, navigate your conversations and your relationships and the stresses and challenges that we all naturally face. So this is what I really kind of spend every single day of my life really diving into and understanding more and more and more. Because again, I'm a geek when it comes to this stuff, but I'm also passionate about it. I love it. And at the end of the day, I had to do it for me, which is why there's this extra level of empathy and compassion I really have for the people that I'm working with, because I know what they're going through. Even if I don't know exactly what it feels like to be in their shoes, I've been in similar shoes. I've been in a similar place. I've experienced similar emotions and fears and anxieties and traumas, and I know where that all stems from. And I can piece it all together and then really hyper focus and individualize. So that way we are not just getting you to baseline and happy and normal, but we are actually helping you to move into optimal, into your best self. That is why you want to work with me. And that is why I invite you to reach out to me, to schedule a consult, to see what I can actually do and contribute and what kind of value I can add to your life. So please, visit my website or just click on the link below. Schedule a free consult with me and just see what I can do for you. Now we can get you from where you are now to where you want to be. I really look forward to meeting you. Take care.